What's up, guys? It's your boy Peterson, aka Apparatus, with another FL Studio tutorial. Today we are going to be talking about FL Studio piano roll tips and tricks, shortcuts for fast workflow. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make use of a piano roll in FL Studio step by step. Without wasting time, let's just go into it. Yeah, this is FL Studio. This is how the interface look. Before we make things happen in FL Studio, we have to open the piano roll. So you just go up here, as you can see at the top corner here, is showing you from the hint panel. Yeah, you can see it there. As I move my mouse, you can see it's showing here. So you always make use of the hint panel if you don't know where the button is. So you click here. So here now we have the piano roll. So this is the piano roll, as you can see. We have it all. This is the piano roll. So from here we will do all the music stuff here. So I'll be taking you step by step on all these items here, because this is where we mostly work when it comes to piano roll. Okay, now I will actually start from the first button you are looking at. This is the draw button. As you can see, it's showing here draw, while this particular one is paint, and the second one is paint in drum sequence mode. You can paint in drum sequence mode, and delete, you can delete here, and you can actually mute, and you can actually cut. So you can select, zoom, and playback. You know, this is it. This one is pause and play. So all this stuff you are seeing here, they all have a shortcut. If you look at here at this point, you will see as I hover, it's showing you the shortcut to all these buttons here. Okay, let me just show you. Let me show you how to start up with it. Okay, let's go to the piano roll option from here. As you can hear from here, we have the file. This is where all your file is. You can open score, browse score, save as, maybe playlist, save as a save instrument or whatever, import MIDI, export MIDI, copy MIDI to clipboard, export as score sheet, anyone you want. So in editing, we have cuts. We'll be going through all these things one by one, but here we have cuts, we have copy, we have duplicate, delete, shift, and the rest, all the shortcuts. As you can see, we have all the shortcuts here. Then in the second one, we have riff machine, quick legato, articulate, quick quantize start time, quantize, and a quick chop and glue, arpeggiate, strum, flamp, and a cloud machine, limit, and flip. Yes, we also have a randomize, and scale level, auto X, LFO, and the rest. We have here stamp. So you have to, these are scales. Yeah, these are scales. So when you scroll down, you can see a whole lot of scales. We have melodic scales. We have all different kind of scales here. The chord and the all of them, and advanced. Also have advanced scales here. So let's assume I pick a major, then I click here. As you can see, it's automatically paste for me. So when I play, and I can also go back and get where is the strum? I can also go back and get minor. This is major, so I can play minor. See? Yeah. So if I click here, you see we have major and minor. Yeah, I believe you can see the difference between major and minor. I'm not actually going to go through that, but you see we have a 3-step down for major, 3-step up for minor. Yeah, there's another tutorial about all this, and we are not going into that one. So let me just go into the shortcuts that you need. Let me explain more about all this stuff. So from here, if I want to navigate to chords, I can easily press this button here. Then it will change over to chord. I can easily cut, can slice the note. Yeah, and I press Ctrl Z to undo that. So if I can slice and Ctrl Z, sorry, to undo that. Then now, as you can see, if you follow my mouse cursor, you can see the particular stuff is now in a cutting mode. So I can change it from here now. In order for me to continue working, I have to navigate it back to here. So in order to do that, I have to press Shift P. You see, it's back to draw mode. As you can see, I can now draw anything I want again. Can continue drawing. So I can continue putting on chord. Okay, so now if I want to let's say I want to draw here, I can equally draw. I can equally draw by pressing Shift B. As you can see, I'm now in draw mode. So if I do anything like this, it automatically draw for me. And if I want to clean it up, I can equally clean it up by right clicking and holding the right click mouse. I right click and hold it, then I draw. I can easily clean up everything here from A to Z, and I can also press Shift P to return back to pasting mode, where I can easily paste one by one. And if you look at here, when I paste something, it's not sitting at the right point. It's supposed to be at the right point here. That's where it's supposed to be when I click on each cell. The reason why this is happening is because if you look up here, you can see it's on the none mode. The mode that is this now is on none mode. So if I want to change, I can easily change the mode. I can change it. I can decide to put it in line or put it in cell, or allow it to be on none, or 1/6 steps, 1/4 step, 1/3 step, 1/2 step, or step. I can decide to do bit or bar. So let me put it in cell so that you see. So now if I press anything here, as you can see, it goes directly to the mode, where I want everything to be. So now as this stuff is, if I want to go into playback mode, I can easily press Shift Y, and I can hear each note. Okay, let me return back to Shift P so that I can move this note to here, to a different note, so that you understand what I mean. Then return back to Shift Y to hear the mood. So let's assume I have I played different sounds, and I want to hear them individually, so I have to put it in playback mode by pressing Shift Y. Then so I can hear everything one by one. Okay, let's return back to Shift mode, and let's clean. Let's assume I played a chord, and now I want to hear the full chord once. I return back to Shift mode, to playback mode. So if I right click my mouse, I'll be hearing all the note, all the chord, everything at once. So that's it. So now sorry. In order to, let me return back to drawing mode. So I'm now in drawing mode. Okay, I can hold Shift key and paste you see everything has returned back to small grid, just because I hold Shift key and I pressed. But if I were playing with this, if I press this, you can see the chord is long. But if I hold Shift key, and you see the chord is small, just because I hold Shift key, I have returned back to medium chord. That's another wonderful shortcut in FL Studio. So now let's assume I want to highlight this particular everything here. I can do Control E, Shift E to highlight. You can see now I am in highlighting mode, and if I want to duplicate, I can Control B to duplicate. So I can continuously duplicating till the last end, and I can equally Control Z to undo. It can only undo the last stuff that you just did. So that's how it works. And I can press delete on my button to delete it. So I can do Control A to highlight everything. Just press Control A on your keyboard and highlight everything, and equally Control D to cancel. So these are all the functions, beautiful functions in FL Studio. Let me return back to the drawing button. So here now we have other things there. Let me open here. This particular button here is this is snap. It's called the snap. From here, actually, if you look at, let me cancel everything here so that you can understand. Here we have the snap to grid. Here is where you can snap everything to grid. I can decide to put it in line mode, cell mode, none mode, or I can make a 1/6. As you can see, that means each particular step here is now 6 in the mode. The more you draw this, the more each steps goes more. As you can see, if you can count this, it's 16 in the mode in steps. So, and each 16 are now in 1/6, and if I put 1/4, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So each step now is divided into 4. So if I drag 1/3, each step is divided into 3. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. So depending on what you are trying to do, and if I decide to use 2, you can see each step is also divided. So if I decide to use step, it's also in step mode. I can also decide to do beats. As you can see, it's now in shift in beat mode. And look at this. If I try to make it to stay in position, it's not in position. In order for me to make it to stay in the right position, I mean to get it full, you have to hold the Alt key, and it will allow you to adjust it to where you want it to go. So right now I can now do whatever I want to do, just because so that's it. So here is where you can put everything to grid, choose the grid that you want. I can also go bar. As you can see right here now, it's in the bar mode, and if you want to drag it, it will not, unless you hold the shift key and put it in position. And sorry, the Alt key. You hold the Alt key and it will allow you to adjust it to any position that you want. So that's it for about the snap to grid. So I believe that's all about the shortcut and how to use piano roll in FL Studio. Let me return back to main so that you can see it. Now we have the zoom here. If you want to zoom, you can equally zoom by pressing the shift Z, just the shift key, and you press Z, and you see we are in zoom mode. And now if you right click, you can see you can zoom in and zoom out. So let's return back to the normal drag key. So here's all the things you need to know in piano roll. So guys, thank you for watching. If you actually learn a little from this video, give us a thumbs up and like the video, share, comment, and help us to grow. Yeah, that's it. See you next time. Thank you.